Hey, what's up everybody, gilbertblaze here. Well, I wanted to follow up on my Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan internet feud. Apparently tonight, Ultimate Warrior, or should I say Warrior, posted 10 videos on Hulk Hogan, which is basically was his shoot interview that he promised to deliver all 1 hour's worth. So he broke it up into 10 parts. And so I got to watch at least a good 5 or 6 videos. I'm still watching it now, but I just wanted to make this video out really fast because going into this, I know in my last video talking about this situation, I was kind of for Warrior because of my dislike, my intense dislike for Hogan. But I told myself I should go into this watching his videos with no biasness because I want to be fair and give Hogan a chance and see what Warrior is saying is true or not, because let's face it, we all know Warrior isn't, shall we say, the most sane person in the bunch. I mean, the man legally changed his name to Warrior, and he's made like lectures all around the country in the past. He's had some archaic views on homosexuality, which I totally disagree with, and so it's hard for me to believe in everything that Warrior is saying in these videos, but it seems like he's definitely dwelling on the past here, because let's face it, has he had gotten any contact with any kind of wrestler besides RVD? I've seen him making videos of RVD a while ago, but in terms of wrestlers that he used to wrestle with in his heyday, I don't think he's had any kind of contact with any of them. I think he's really shunned himself in the wrestling world. So for him to just come out and just go on this Hogan rant, because basically it was all because about Randy Savage, and then he talked about basically how he's not going to get into the goodies, so to speak, of the dirty laundry because he's coming out with a book. So now there's a whole point to this whole rant, because he's coming out with a book and he obviously gonna want you to pay your money to read it. So he gave us snippets of what of Hogan, talking about, he thought him he basically was claiming that him and Hogan and Linda's, Hogan's ex-wife, had an open marriage. They were both sleeping around. He claimed Hogan was a coke addict and was like getting other guys addicted to dope. And he talked about how Hogan was smoking marijuana every day. And he talked about how, basic things about, we already know about how, Hogan didn't want no one to take his spot, and just stuff like that. And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, he is delivering some dirty laundry here, but it just seems like there's a purpose to this madness, so to speak. And now that we know that there's a book coming out, I guess that's kind of like his true intentions. He wants to write a book, a whole tell-all on defaming Hogan. I guess because ever since that self-destruction of Ultimate Warrior DVD came out a few years back, I think that was on his mind so much that he wanted to get Hogan back so fucking bad. So now he's coming out with a book, a tell-all on Hogan, on the real Hogan. But you know what, for his part, I will say I do agree with some of the stuff he had mentioned, because it's been well documented about Hogan, being the type of person, with all the backstage politics and everything. Now for people like me who lived that era of watching Hogan in his prime, Warrior in his prime, it will be of interest to us. I don't know how much of interest it will be to newer wrestling fans of let's say the Attitude Era and up, because they probably don't really remember Hogan too well. And I know a lot of people out there also can give two shits about this whole internet feud. But I did see Hogan actually did something on Twitter. He made a video on Twitter talking about how he has no ill feelings towards Warrior. He's trying to be like the good guy in this situation. He's trying to make himself look really sweet. But something about Hogan is just very condescending and just very, it's hard to believe anything he says too. So with both men, Hogan and Warrior, it's hard to believe in what both of them are saying. But the fact remains, I do kind of have a slight gut feeling that Warrior is saying some truth. There's some truth to his madness. So I would like to advise everyone to go to his channel, which is Mr. Ultimate Warrior, and check out those 10 videos. Some of it is not that long. Some of it like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Others like 5, 3, 4 minutes long videos. Check it out and see for yourself what you think about this, and give your feedback on what you think about what Warrior's opinions are. So that's all I want to say for now. Talk to you later. I hope you have a great weekend. I will try my best because I'm extremely tired though, but we'll see. But it'll be interesting to see what Hogan's response will be after reviewing all these videos that Warrior did on him. So talk to you later. Peace.